This is the part where I tell you all the things I want to do to you. Now, you can blush.
All right, so I think you're someone like me who just can't get enough off campus, right? Now, if you're waiting for season 2, then you need a show that matches those exact same ingredients of elite athletes, sharp-tongued banter, crispy, messy romance, and the university settings. So I'm your Aussie girl, Ellie. And without any spoilers, let's have a look at the top 10 movies or shows like Off Campus.
What is it about you?
Okay, so I'm going to start with a series that captures that exact love triangle energy, the kind where you genuinely flip-flop episode to episode on who you're rooting for. Love Me drops June into an elite Milan boarding school after losing her brother, and almost immediately throws her between two archetypes off-campus fans like you and I know intimately. The safe golden boy honor student and the bad boy with a double life in underground fighting is where your June is feeling trapped, and what makes this show worth your time is that it moves fast. It's bingeable, and it leans hard into that "is this just teasing or is this real" kind of tension that matches your Garrett and Hannah.
What's wrong, Graham? You said we needed practice.
If the thing you actually miss isn't the romance but the chaos of the friend group, then this is your show. Grownish takes Zoe Johnson and drops her into the mess of college life, of the messy hookups, house party politics, and whatnot.
Rule number 1, if you're gonna watch porn or Pokemon, headphones on.
The slow realization that everyone around you is also faking their way through adulthood, and how she falls for the person she wasn't even expecting. Off Campus was having so many things like some loud settings or the loyal, ridiculous boys who loved each other in that aggressive guy way. And for you and I, Grownish has that same energy just filtered through a sharper and more stylish lens on modern campus culture. Number 8, My Life with the Walter Boys.
Want to introduce yourselves? She'll figure it out.
This one swaps hockey sticks for a Colorado ranch, but believe me when I say the emotional tension is identical. Jackie loses her family and gets thrown into a house full of boys, and somehow ends up torn between two brothers who represent two completely different futures. Sounds familiar, huh? Alex is steady and bookish, while Cole is brooding with a past he won't talk about. What sells this show to an off-campus peep is the forced proximity, because you're not just watching a love triangle, but you're watching someone navigating grief while living inside the chaos of people who are loud, athletic, and constantly in her space.
I'm confused. So are you into Alex or are you getting into Cole?
That tension between healing and falling in love at the worst possible time is exactly the emotional part this franchise lives in. Number 7, The Summer I Turned Pretty. Prime Video clearly knows how to adapt a beloved book series with the right amount of polish, and this one proves it. Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah aren't just a love triangle, but they're a study in how trauma and family expectation shape the way people love. If you connected with Garrett's storyline and the way his father's shadow haunted basically every decision he made, then you'll recognize that same weight here. These golden boy brothers are hiding real pain under their charm, while Belly is forced to choose one brother at the very end. Yes, this story is more messy because we see Conrad's real heart and the complex thought process of Belly, who often seems confused, but that is the beauty of this show, honestly. Number 6, Every Year After.
You came home.
You came home.
Now we're getting into the more emotionally mature end of the list, and this is where things start to shift. Every Year After isn't about a flirty will they won't they, but it's about two people named Percy and Sam who already loved each other completely, but fell apart over a devastating secret where the elder brother is intentionally breaking the things for this innocent couple. Now Percy has to figure out if trust can actually be rebuilt a decade later, and if your favorite part of Off Campus was Hannah's healing arc and the slow, hard-won process of letting someone back in after being hurt, then I swear this show is going to wreck you in the best way because of how it trades campus flings for something heavier, which, over here, is in the form of love. Now this is also where the list takes a turn, and everything from here on out either raises the stakes dramatically or gets significantly darker, so do subscribe already, and if you thought Off Campus pushed boundaries, stick around.
Hoy es el día en que se convierten en estrellas.
Number 5, Olimpo. This is Off Campus if you crank the pressure cooker all the way up. Instead of college hockey, you've got elite teenage athletes competing for a single life-changing sponsorship, and instead of a charming rivalry, you've got a literal doping conspiracy hiding underneath the surface. Amaya's investigation into a collapsed teammate reveals a psychological manipulation, predatory coaching, and contracts designed to trap young athletes into silence. The sports element here isn't just a backdrop for romance, but it's the central engine of the plot, and that high-performance, high-stakes world makes the romantic entanglements hit even harder because everyone's already operating on the edge.
So I am making this tape to say that I am so sorry.
Tell me lies. If you've ever wanted to see what happens when a charming campus player never actually gets his redemption arc, then this is that show. Dean had his red flags in off-campus, but Stephen DeMarco takes that exact archetype and turns it into a masterclass in manipulation. This is an 8-year toxic relationship told across 2 timelines of college and present day, and it does not let either character off easy. It's messy, it's obsessive, and it's the kind of campus drama that makes you yell at your screen. If you want the angsty hookup culture chaos of college romance without any of the safety net, then this is your next binge. Number 3, the sex lives of college girls. Now this show nails the exact comedic rhythm and unapologetically sex-positive dialogue that made Elle Kennedy's writing so much fun to read. 4 roommates with 4 wildly different lives and the same sharp banter that made Hannah and Allie's friendship so easy to fall into. One of these girls is even dating a star athlete with a complicated secret of his own. And if the friendship dynamics in off-campus were just as addictive to you as the romance, then this is essential viewing. Number 2, Maxton Hall. We are deep in must-watch territory now, and Maxton Hall earns its runner-up spot completely. This is peak enemies to lovers because Ruby Bell is fierce, brilliant, and from a completely different life than wealthy heir James Beaufort. And their explosive first encounter, which was born out of Ruby, witnessing something she absolutely shouldn't have seen, somehow ignites a slow burn that rivals anything in the off-campus universe. The class divide between them adds a layer of real tension on top of the romance, and the production value is genuinely stunning. If Garrett and Hannah's friction was your favorite part of the books, then the eye contact alone in this show will have you completely unraveled. And that brings us to the one show that might just replace off-campus as your new core obsession. Number 1, heated rivalry. Now, the heated rivalry takes everything that worked about off-campus, like the locker room banter, the sports rivalry turned intimacy, the slow walls coming down, and elevates it into an 8-year epic. Shane and Ilya start as rival hockey rookies who can't stand each other on the ice and can't stay away from each other off it. What unfolds across the next decade is a story about denial, fear, identity, and finally choosing each other in front of the world. The hyper-masculine culture of professional hockey makes their secrets so much harder to carry, and watching them finally let it go is one of the most satisfying, slow burns in the entire sports romance genre right now. If you finished off campus wanting more locker room tension and more emotional armor slowly cracking open, then this is the show built for you. Now here's the thing about this genre right now. Sports romance and campus drama used to feel like a niche corner of the book world, and now it's clearly having a full-blown television moment. Honestly, it's because these stories tap into something real, and watching guarded people slowly choose vulnerability, watching rivalry turn into trust. That's a story that never actually gets old no matter how many times you've seen the formula play out. So tell me what I missed, or what's the hidden gem you think deserves a spot on this list, and which one of these are you adding to your watch list tonight? Drop it in the comments because I guarantee somebody's about to argue with me about where heated rivalry landed, and until next time, bye-bye.